Hello guys, Sapphire, I'm here with a review of Gotham. So pretty much we're leaving beginning when we left off last from the first half of the season, which is Commissioner not Commissioner Gordon. I'm used to saying that because I'm used to animated series. Gordon is giving his police statement, and he omits the fact that he actually shot Phil Galavan and he helped bring him the Penguin and everything. Because Penguin was right, like, are you sure that Theo is actually going to serve his time in jail because he's a man with money and he can buy people off? I mean, Penguin was right about that. So once he gives his statement, he's let go. They find that he did no wrongdoing, but the current commissioner, the Thing, I'm calling him the Thing, he's not sure. Something about his gut feeling like Gordon is lying. And so the hunt, there's a hunt for, Penguin. He's off hiding. He's no longer the king of Gotham. Butch is now taking over that position, and Theo Galavan's sister is like, yo, me and you should work together, basically. I'm so sorry, I have a sore throat, so I'm trying to get through this. The Riddler, on the other hand, is asked by Gordon once they find, is he still pretty much asking if he's still in contact with Penguin, and Riddler's like, no, pretty much no. And, we are soon introduced to, Victor Fries, that's how his name is pronounced, Fries. And we discover that his wife, Nora, is dying, so he is trying to find a way to freeze her and then bring her back to life. And so we see him experimenting on, she believes it's actually little mice, but he's actually experimenting on people. So we see him experiment on each person. They each have a number like 8, 16. So we see him, one almost looks successful when the body starts to come back slowly, but it starts to disintegrate quickly, like it became like, okay, if you ever take an ice cube out the freezer and you just let it melt, okay, it's like that with a person, except, a person, we have, organs and everything, so it's like a human, messy, watery, it was just gross. I mean, they didn't show it physically. I mean, it showed like the tearing, but it didn't show like dripping, they didn't show it too much, There's TV, it's not like it's HBO. Couldn't get too graphic on Fox, you know what I'm saying? So, couldn't get too graphic on Fox. So, he ends up going to the counter because his wife starts having this attack when she starts bleeding out. I'm like, damn, what the hell does she got was that bad? So, he had to go back to the pharmacy to get a prescription that she needs to prevent those type of attacks from happening because she was on her last pill. So the pharmacy technician is being pretty much a douchebag, like, you need a doctor's prescription. I'm like, damn, people is freaking dying and you being a douche, really? So he's like, I'll be back and you'll be sorry. And the pharmacy dude like, whatever. So he comes back, freezes the security guard, freezes the technician, and that's when Gordon and Harvey come up, chase him, but they get stopped by a police officer who's frozen in the chair. Ends up, because he's frozen, so his head kind of flies off, hits the windshield, your frozen body. So, of course, I'm going to get Edward trying to figure out what's cooling these people at such a, rapid rate. They figure out which traces back to Wayne Enterprises. Of course, everything gets straight back to Wayne Enterprises. Like it really should not be a surprise at this point. So then they talk to Lucius Fox. He tells them there was a part of a program in Wayne Enterprise but got shut down by Bruce's father, along with other programs. So I'm like, okay, what other programs did they have? Because it looks like, I've seen a lot of comments about all these villains didn't develop until Bruce Wayne became Batman. Well, it looks like they're still being caused by Bruce Wayne technology. I mean, not Bruce Wayne, Wayne incidents in that way. Like, he's still affecting them, even though he's not physically Batman yet. Like, he's still this, like this. It's like Wayne is still causing these villains, even though he's not Batman yet. So, so they finally found the little pill bottle. So they trace it to the house. The wife, she ends up going downstairs because she heard something. So go downstairs, and sees what her husband doing, but she's not gonna give him up. I'm like, yeah, girl. Like, yeah, girl. So they, bring it in. So Victor, because he knows his wife is dying, he tries to go turn himself in. Police officer like, yeah, here to do this freezing people. Because they looking at, I'm guessing they were looking at his parents, was like, yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm like, really? The dude seriously just confessed, and you're just like, yeah, whatever. Really? Anyway, they caught Penguin, and the pharmacy tech he had frozen. I'm guessing because he was allowed to sit. I'm trying to what, because they really didn't show what he did to him. All we know is that he had frozen him, and he had asked the people to put him into the trunk, and then of course there was a police chase, and then the police officer found the car and brought him to the precinct to which he's on Edward and so I'm guessing because being frozen and he's allowed to, I'm guessing you say, thaw out naturally without him doing something. I'm guessing that's what caused the reanimation. So that's probably, so when he saw the dude coming out walking, he's like, oh my god, it worked. So he's like in his mind, yes, I could finally freeze my wife until I find a cure, and then unfreeze her so I could save her. I'm like, you go ahead, bro. You go ahead, dude. So, meanwhile, Penguin is considered insane and then sent to Arkham Asylum, to where he meets Dr. Hugo Strange, who is, the psychiatrist at the store. So he's talking to all the patients and everything. He talks to Penguin and everything. Penguin's like, pretty much like, I really don't feel like talking to the psychiatrist. And Hugo Strange is like, don't worry, we're gonna, you're gonna be rehabilitated. So, and Penguin's like, what the fuck you mean rehabilitated? Like, he's starting to get worried. I'm like, yeah, you should be worried. So when he was talking, so they send the Penguin back to his cell, and the crazy dude from earlier who was making fun of him when Penguin made his whole speech, I'm the king of Gotham. He's mama, see no evil, talk no evil, stuff like that. So he's like looking at him, and so the dude turns around, his eyes have been freaking taken out. He's like, see no evil, do no evil. Penguin's like, what the fuck? Basically, it's like, he was like, oh my fucking god, I gotta get him out of here. I'm like, yeah, you should. You really should. So then we see Hugo Strange go to the elevator. They take from Arkham, that takes her from Arkham all the way down to Indian Hill, which we know is a facility of Wayne Enterprises. And we see these people in the back washing off. I guess that's what they did surgery, and your poor boy took his eyes out. It could be a different surgery. And we have this black assistant coming in, telling them, giving them an update of, everything going on. And they gives him a newspaper and saying, somebody has discovered the chrono freeze thing. He's like, what? Science is the way from figuring that out. And she's like, the newspaper article people have given him a name already. So he's down giving the title of Victor, is down giving the title of Mr. Freeze. And that's pretty much how it goes off. So obviously, we still got more about Victor, because we got to see him actually get into the accident, which causes his body to be in that state that we're used to seeing him in, where he can't breathe regular air anymore. He has to be kept cold. So that's going to be that from him. And this season, the second half of the season is called Wrath of the Villains. So we introduced to Hugo Strange, we're introduced to Mr. Freeze. Obviously, Penguin is we're still going to talk more about Penguin. We're still going to be talking about, of course, the Riddler, because his face had lit up when I think it was a news report talking about who will be ruling the Gotham crime underlord, because that was a first if you watch all season, the first season, how that went down. And of course it was Penguin, I'm the king of Gotham, and now Butch is kind of trying to control it with what the girl name was, Tiger. He was trying to rule it with her. He's having difficulty. He's like, I didn't know it was gonna be this much. Really, you think it would be that much responsibility trying to keep all these crimes and stuff organized? Or it's called organized crime for a reason. Anyway, comment, rate, subscribe. I'm gonna try to fix this somehow because it hurts like hell, like so bad. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time for the next episode of Gotham. Love you guys.